Hi, my name's Evan. Why do you do this? My name's Evan, and this is my wife, Bronte. We recently moved from Dallas, Texas to Champion, Missouri. It's a very small township in southern Missouri.
Few reasons that we moved here was really just to, I think the main reason was to slow down our pace of life. He was working in the mortgage industry, still does, but working nonstop in an office behind a computer. I was the hairstylist, and so just like normal everyday families, we wake up at, set our alarms and leave the home. We all separate, our kids go to school. The nanny came to the house and we spent our days apart. We really wanted to spend our days together, and that was one of the main reasons we came out here.
And we wanted a business that we could work together on.
Yeah, all of us.
We're still working on that piece.
We have 3 children. The business is, what is the business?
We are a small regenerative farm. We've started with, and you can see the schooners behind us, chickens. So we're doing pasture raised chickens right now. Let's see, we've bought over 1,300 chicks so far. We've processed 600 is what we ended up with at the end of the last batch. In our next batch, we have 600 and almost 650 in the brooder right now.
We got chicks.
In about a week, they're gonna move out here on pasture, which we'll talk more about that throughout our videos here on YouTube.
So we're doing the chickens out here. We hope to, when we bought this place, it's a 20-year-old home on the property. Everything pretty much needs to be fixed up. Everything needs repaired. We've taken, Evan has hauled off over 4 tons of literal trash to the dump, like just old sheets of metal and just
plastic,
an unreal amount
dishes,
of crap.
A bunch of junk
been hauled
was left
off
here.
Yeah, there's still a ton left to do. We have like some awesome structures on the property that are such a blessing, and then there's some structures that need to be like,
you can hear one of them in the background.
They need to be pretty much torn down.
Here goes.
But we do have, we were set up with like an awesome shop. How big is the shop?
It's like 80 by 40 or something.
80 by 40
84
shop.
by 40. I don't know.
We have an awesome hay barn that there's over a little bit under 300 acres. Is that correct? Or is that
296 acres. And right now, only about 60 of that is pasture. So you can see behind us, this is where we're starting our chicken operation, and we'll show you some other stuff with drone footage of a couple other pastures we have on the property that we can expand to. But we're also gonna clear some of the trees, and I know that's sad. It's really something that we're kind of struggling with as far as like ruining part of the forest here in order to develop more pasture, which allows us to scale our chicken operation and beef, because right now our beef operation is actually taking place on my brother's farm. He has a cattle ranch about an hour north of where we live, and he has a commercial beef operation, and we're pulling from his herd. Some of his steers and calves we'll be separating on his pasture until we can get them here to raise them out here. But he's raising them the way we want to, and then we'll pick them up and we'll take them to the processor and we'll do all that. So, and we're gonna add lamb, we're gonna add honey and beehives, pork. We're gonna do some like Berkshire or Idaho pasture pigs, something like that. We're gonna add in the next year as well. We're just starting, getting the chickens underway. Obviously, I have no experience in this, or very little farming experience.
I'm extremely experienced.
She's not at all. So there's a lot of there's a huge learning curve that we're having to get through, and kind of building the calluses, so to speak, on our hands to figure out how to do all of this, how to scale an operation you don't really know a whole lot about. So we're starting with the chickens. We're going to get that figured out. We kind of have it figured out, but we're going to develop our customers and clients, and then we're going to start the additional enterprises like beef and lamb and honey and pork and all of that good stuff. So
it's exciting stuff. It's a huge change for all of us.
A wonderful change, I might add. The tranquility out here, there's no sirens. You really don't hear nothing. There's no noise pollution, no light pollution. The stars are as bright as ever at night. And it's just quiet. You can probably hear it in the background. You just hear birds and the wind, and it's very peaceful. No horns, no sirens, no gunshots. For a portion of our time in Dallas, we lived in East Dallas, and if you've ever lived in East Dallas, you know you get some.
We loved East Dallas.
We loved it. It was our favorite place.
It
was our favorite place, living in Little Forest Hills in East Dallas.
It was worth a few gunshots.
It was worth it, but
this is a good. It's just a change. There's pros and cons to everywhere you live.
Yeah.
Right. So this is just us inviting you guys to follow along and learn with us. We don't know too much of what we're doing.
So it's going to be exciting and chaotic and worlds of fun.
We hope. And it's also going to be like, there's been a lot of, I don't know if struggle's the right word, but
failure. It's failure. We fail.
Yeah.
But you ain't trying if you ain't failing.
Yeah. It's
the truth.
There's highs and lows to the farm life.
We're learning. Learning.
So thanks for watching.
We invite you to come along on our journey. Like, share, subscribe, and thank you very much.
Thanks.